They said, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. But here in Louisiana and all over the South, Jim Crow never really left, and the remnants of the Confederacy remain. In 1873, when a black man named PBS Pinchback won a U.S. Senate race, he was never seated. They claimed election fraud. The attacks against black people, our right to vote and participate in this democracy are methodical. Gerrymandered districts are a byproduct of the Confederacy. Our system isn't broken. It's designed to do exactly what it's doing, which is producing measurable inequity. 1 in 13 black Americans are deprived of the right to vote. 1 in 9 black Americans do not have health insurance. 1 in 3 black children live in poverty. It's time to burn what remains of the Confederacy down. I do believe the South will rise again, but this time, it'll be on our terms. I'm Gary Chambers, and I'm running for the U.S. Senate, and I approve this message.
Man, he is not playing Gary Chambers there. Running for Senate in Louisiana, of course, we've had Gary on many times. He's co-hosted the show. He got a lot of attention for his first ad, where he, in the words of Rolling Stone, smoked a massive blunt, I think is the way they said that. Well, here, maybe even more incendiary, more fiery, burning the Confederate flag, JR. There's gonna be some mad conservatives.
Well, let's see, okay? So we'll see what the response is. We've probably already seen it now. But we'll see if there's anger based around the burning of that flag. And see if people are just as upset as they would be about the American flag, and then see where you stand when it comes to which country, which version of this country that you are proud of, or what you'd like for it to come back to. Because this is something that I don't think I've seen anyone do. And while he's doing it, he's telling you with facts and logic as to why he's doing it. And if you disagree with those things, you then have to admit just how un-American you are. Because do you support this flag or do you support that flag? If he burns the Chinese flag, if he burns the Iraqi flag, if he burns any other flag, and you don't have that same gut-wrenching, oh my God, he's burning, that's not the American flag. So if you have a problem with that, you might find out you have a problem with this country.
Exactly, yeah, and let's bear in mind, Confederacy doesn't exist. It tried to divide the nation, it failed. It's not like a thing. Like, it's not like burning the American flag, which I personally think you're perfectly free to if you want to. It's just fabric. Honestly, it could have been made into a bunch of bathing suits. Instead, it was made into a flag. It's the same thing. Some people even do make American flags into bathing suits. So anyway, yeah, look, it is a bold strategy, a very bold strategy. And what I like about it is, and you alluded to this, the facts. So like, what he's not doing is just coming out as so many would, whether they're doing something, that's supposed to be like go viral or whatever, and just being like, there's a war, and for too long they've silenced you, and they said sit down, and they took their policy and they shoved it down your throat, but we'll stand up and we'll talk. Stop being so vague, Jesus. There are actual facts out there in the universe, and you can pluck some up and present them to buttress your point. It doesn't have to be like just focus group drivel, basically, which is what so many ads are, and these are not.
There's a continuous rolling from Gary about things that make Americans uncomfortable, smoking a fat blunt, as Rolling Stone said, burning the Confederate flag, and he's making you feel what you probably would be ashamed of feeling if you understood why you felt that way. He's teaching you, man, and that's the other part of the discomfort. Who wants to be taught by this Southern black person who I didn't care about before he made an amazing speech in front of a board of folks that were doing the same thing? It's almost too easy because no one ever taps into this approach to how to approach your election and how to approach talking to American people, because he's inspiring people whether or not they really want to believe it or not. You can't, so many people, some can, but regular folks, if they have nothing on the line as far as monetarily or career-wise when it comes to politics, your heart and your soul have to acknowledge reality. And if he keeps giving it to you, you trying to reject it is gonna turn into just rejection of yourself. I hope, we'll see.
Yeah. I only have two more things. One suggestion and then one question. My suggestion is, and Gary, my services are available if you want to hire me to be a consultant or whatever. That ad was almost perfect. He's got the flag and you're wondering, why the hell would he have that flag? And then you see the shot where it's the flag and you just see a little bit of the gas and you're like, oh no, what's he gonna do? And then he pours it and he lights it. And then they do that close up of just his face. And literally every conservative in his state pooped their pants at the same time. And then it's burning and it's almost perfect. Only thing that would make it better is, and I said this in a production meeting, if he then used the burning Confederate flag to light one of the aforementioned massive blunts and smoke it. That would have been a little bit better. I think we can all agree, but it was almost perfect.
Hey, I'll hire you, John.
Thank you. So my question is, he did the weed ad and now this. What's next?
What's next?
I'm actually a little bit worried.
It really is what was in my head. I was like, man, what else? What else? Because no, it's not just he's speaking to Confederate loving Southerners. He's speaking to people who would have disagreements with the Confederate flag, who are okay with folks smoking weed. They would then go, man, why did I feel some kind of way about that when I thought I was okay with everything? We all have it deeply ingrained in our systems because we're indoctrinated from birth with this type of stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Well, anyway, great work, Gary. Can't wait to see what you got coming up after this.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.